Okay, same hat, different country. Today I'm in Argentina. Just flew in from Chile yesterday. Well, New Zealand, Australia, Chile, Argentina. I'm actually in the city of Mendoza, which is a city of 2 million people, surprisingly, because it feels like a small town. It is immaculately clean, just beautiful. And you can see behind me here, I'm sitting in an area with some nice fountains, and it's a beautiful day, about 33 degrees. I'm here today because near here is the highest mountain in the world outside of Asia, so outside of basically the Himalayas and the Karakoram in Pakistan, and that's Mount Aconcagua, which stands at 7,000 meters, just under 7,000 meters. And I'm here to climb it. It's another one of the 7 summits of the world, and it's a beast. So I'm here for a 3-week expedition, which officially starts in a couple hours when we have our team meeting at my hotel, which is just near here. But I thought now I'd go for a bit of a wander, get some lunch, pick up a couple other little things that I need, and yeah, let's start this journey. Apparently there's a lot of snow up there this year, so the 33 degrees here nearby, it's going to be very cold and snowy, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, bright sunny day, let's get into it. And near here there's actually an awesome spot where there's just around this corner here, there's about 2 kilometers of just restaurants and bars, and it's really cool. I had a wander there last night. Just a fantastic area, so we'll shoot up there, maybe grab some lunch and a drink, and yeah, then it'll be team meeting and get the show on the road. So last night, this street running down here, all the way down here, it was just absolutely packed. And then it runs all the way up here, and it's beautifully tree lined the whole way. And it's just bars and restaurants, and every single one of them was jam packed. Really, really cool. The other thing I've noticed here, man, is that this has got to be the cleanest city I've ever seen in my fucking life. And I'm talking like there is not even a scrap of paper or like a little piece of plastic blowing in the breeze. It is absolutely immaculate. I mean, I don't know if you can see on the ground here, the odd leaf, but no rubbish anywhere. And I've been through some of the back streets, very clean. I don't know if this is what it's like in Argentina throughout, but here in this city, it is absolutely immaculate. So it's actually really cool to see. I get the feeling that people start late here, kind of like that European vibe, even though we're in South America. When I had dinner last night, it was sort of like 10 o'clock, because I was eating late, and it was 10 o'clock and people were still coming in with their families and kids to have dinner. In New Zealand, we would stop serving dinner normally by 8 o'clock. It's a totally different vibe, but so far I love it. Okay, we just had our meeting and it went really well. We've got 3 main guides who are guys. They seem really cool. And yeah, the group of people all look like it sounds like they have a bit of experience. So that's good. Hopefully we've got a good, strong group. You know, they kept the details relatively short at this point, because basically the first few days we go up a valley before we go to base camp, and then sort of basically said, look, we take it day by day until we get to base camp. Once we get to base camp, then we start talking about altitude, elevation, and all the other types of stuff. But the first thing we have to do right now is a gear check. You remember, if you saw my other video from Kilimanjaro, I feel like this time I'm a little bit more organized. So this gear we required for Aconcagua, a much higher level in terms of boots and things. You know, it was recommended to have top of the line. So here's what we're looking at. So obviously we've got 800 fill North Face jacket there. Then here I've got another Summit Series jacket, then a jacket under that, and then we've got mountain pants, all kinds of levels of layers, and multiple merino layers, fleece, then pants under there, and then through here we've got all of our socks and headlamps, 3 types of gloves, liners, sort of standard gloves, and then your high altitude mountain gloves, because it can get extremely cold up here, like -20 kind of thing. Then here we've got the Scarpa Phantom 6000. I mean, those are top of the line boots. Over here we've got our ice axe, helmet, hiking poles, brand new for me. I've never used these before in my life, but I think it's time I learned. Goggles there. You need high altitude goggles for summit day because there's a lot of snow, a lot of whiteout. And we've got our saber-tooth crampons there for my boots, drink bottles, pee bottle, first aid kit, hiking boots. Yeah, it's all there. So now we're just waiting for one of the guides to come up. They'll go through all our gear, and if there's anything we don't have, like for example, I don't have a sleeping bag that's suitable. It needs to be a -25 to -30 sleeping bag. I don't have one. They're sort of tough to get in New Zealand, and so I'm just going to hire that here. So after this we go for a walk into town so people can hire whatever they need, and I'll be doing that. I'll be hiring a sleeping bag. Maybe in future I might get one of these, but it's not often you're going to use a sleeping bag that has a temperature rating of sort of -30 to 40. So I think it's easier to hire one at this point.
Your health condition, of course, and the forecast, the weather, and then we decide when we move from this camp to the altitude camp. Before this, we carry some food, or the general food, to Camp 1 and back.
Guys are going to the same place, we're going to be together?
Maybe I take.
All right, starting. Everyone's, look at all the fresh faces.
Bonjour, venez de France.
Vive la France. Allez les bleus.
You bring the camera?
Yeah.
No, I am hid.
Morning. How are you?
How are you?
Good.
It's on the back of your phone. Okay. So you only have to show it and you can check.
Tomorrow the departure, so
Okay, the meals I'm okay, but then I brought so much stuff.
I'm on the French-speaking bus. It begins.
After the trek,
Yeah.
you have to speak French.
Yeah, so that's the challenge. After the trek, I have to be able to hold a full conversation in fluent French.
Good?
Okay, so we've arrived at a place where you can see in the background there's some mules. So no expedition's complete without mules. So at this point we basically have to split our packs into our big duffel bag. You can see my North Face one down there. That is where you take all your stuff for summit. That goes to base camp. So we won't be at base camp for a few days. Then we have to split other gear for a different mule that moves on, and then we have our day pack that will have all our jackets and stuff like that we might need on the day. So a bit of organising, a little bit of confusion, but it's okay. Everything's sorted, getting packed, ready to go.
After we finish this.
See that cemetery?
Yeah? Yes. It's a climber cemetery.
No, really?
Yes, it's only for climbers. Yes, it's true.
Cool.
He didn't lie.
Oh,
Believe
man.
me. It's only for climbers.
Oh.
There are climbers from all over the world.
Climbers from, okay.
Yes.
Oh, not just ones from Aconcagua.
No. There are people who die
And they want to get
because they was old.
Yeah,
They die and they came here.
but they're mountain climbers.
And many die in the mountains.
Yeah.
And there are many names who never find the body.
Right, okay. Wow, so that's interesting. So this cemetery over here is basically just for mountain climbers, more or less. It's because it looks a bit funny, it's a bit ragtag, but yeah, so it's just for people who are mountain climbers that die, maybe on the mountains, maybe not. It's kind of interesting, I think.
And you are stressed. No, not like that.
Okay, we're at our accommodation for the first night. Won't see anything like this for a while. Hey, how are you? How are you? Pretty good? Little bar there. It's upstairs for us, so we can acclimatise better.
Acá al lado hay un baño, sí, habilitado para dos cosas y si no abajo, ¿sí?
All right, good morning. Not the best sleep last night, but not too bad. I think I probably got to sleep at about 4 o'clock in the morning. We're on these high bunks that are very narrow and very wobbly. Yeah, but it's okay. The next few days are relatively cruisy, I think. I think no one had a really great sleep, but awesome place. Just waking up and, looking out the window and seeing that is pretty special stuff. And then over the other side here, you can see a bit more. Yeah, so, but this is the day it all kicks off effectively. This is really day one. I guess, day one of the actual climb trek starting. So we're going to spend the next few days walking to base camp, and then the real climb starts from there. And apparently it's very cold up there. But yeah, I've got my boots on, bag packed. Let's get into it. Yeah. Oh, condor!
Amazing!
Whoa!
Whoa, good picture now. Take it. Amazing. The Garden of the Andes. It's not common to see a condor. No. Look, amazing.
So we've just stopped now at the main entrance to the normal route, and it's up that way, so you can actually see the south face of Aconcagua in the distance there. So the normal route would begin here and head up there and around there. But I think we're driving a bit further down that way. Apparently there's a lot of wind up there, which doesn't surprise me because it's already quite windy down here. But yeah, there it is. First view. Okay, this is the start point to the 360 Aconcagua climb. As you can see, there's this beautiful valley. It's flanked by these mountain ranges. And you can see down there where those trees are, the trail is just sort of running around. Here we go, the name of it is Punta de Vacas. There it is. We're just doing a last couple bits of organisation before we get going. But yeah, rearing to get into it. We saw Aconcagua obviously earlier, and it's covered in snow, very windy. And then you come just down the road here and it's arid and rocky. It's hard to imagine that that's where we're going to be in that snow in 3 or 4 days. It's going to be very cold. But we didn't get all dressed up for nothing.
If you are ready, we are ready. Okay, Nico.
Just want to say that
Let's go.
we're ready, completely happy to stay here with you. For sure that we hope that we had a very, very, very good expedition for everybody and enjoy to be here. Welcome to our home. So let's go to enjoy, huh?
Yes.
Enjoy step by step, day by day, because the landscape at the place is amazing. The summit is the second one.
That's the second one. Yes.
You choose a beautiful road, guys. Enjoy it. Huh? Okay?
Yes.
And take your time. This is very important. Huh? If we go very slowly and if you drink a lot. Every day, many times, we'll remind you about the drink water, okay? Of course, means you can go to the toilet for pee. The two things is important, huh? Okay? Take your time and enjoy it. Slowly, pole.
In French, we say that the top is a cherry on the cake.
Okay.
La cerise sur le gâteau.
I love the summer. I love
Very good way to see that. That's true what you say, you know. That could happen. We're gonna work very hard for that. You will see us. That's our job. We really love to go there. But in my vision, and I think it's our vision, this is a bigger experience than just a picture on top, you know. If you have that point of view, that possibility, I think that you are gonna enjoy many things. And if finally we can go to the top all together, that will be our dream. Great. But in my view, this is a much bigger experience than just to be on the top, which is our final objective. So try to take that vision and enjoy from this first moment, because you are gonna have the chance to have very good moments here.
Okay, guys? And please don't forget the real challenge is return at home with your family. Okay? Yeah, right.
Thank you and welcome.
you can hear, but the wind has really picked up. You can see beautiful valley where we've just come from. The green with the browns looks really, really beautiful. But yeah, my hat just blew off. Some big gusts of wind coming through. And so we're heading up this way. Keep winding up and around that valley. Really stunning, beautiful.
I don't know exactly because probably nobody knows. Probably some of the archaeologists they know.
Alright, Camp 1. Yeah, we've arrived at the hotel.
Friends, welcome to the camp. Arriba street.
Él es Paco. She's Juli. Okay. But now I told you, take your time for rest there. We prepare some hot water. If you want to drink some tea.
Et je suis complètement accro.
Day 1 done. Cheers.
The last day.
Yeah, this is our summit
For
day.
Ryan.
Yeah, last day for me. I'm out. I don't need to see any more. I feel like I've seen enough. I get it. Like, I get it. I saw Aconcagua.
After the same.
Yeah.
Same landscape.
I'll look,
So.
yeah, look it up online now. Okay, it's typical. Just when I decide to film, the wind picks up. But yeah, this is our camp. I think it's called Pampa de Lonas. And you can see our INKA Expedition tents. These ones here, the big ones. There's that one and this one. So this is actually where we're all going to sleep in here, as well as sort of eat dinner and stuff. But you can see that there's other expedition teams here as well. Grajali's, which is another one of the bigger companies. And the mules are chilling out that brought our stuff through today. Yeah, and this is the camp. Some other buildings, and there's someone with a small tent. You don't have to go with a company here, I don't believe. You can go, if you buy a permit, you can just come up here by yourself if you want. And it looks like that person is. But if you look back up here, you know, you can see just this beautiful rock face. It's actually quite cool. You can see the green sort of foliage going all the way up. Yeah, it's really beautiful. Yeah, there's not much more to say right now. Today was a pretty cruisy day. I think maybe 6 or 7 hours. It was just sort of flat, a little bit of rolly stuff. But I think everyone's just probably feeling that little bit of fatigue from jet lag, and I don't think anyone had a good sleep last night. So hopefully we can get a better sleep tonight. But yeah, we're going to chill out for a little bit now, have some tea, and then have some food and go to bed. This has just come out. Okay. Good. Okay, so we're going to find out, this is the best, so the expert barbecuer, Argentinian barbecue. Yeah, so the trick to it is that instead of putting the fire directly under the meat like we would do it at home, they cook the fire to the side and then heat the coals, and then they push the coals around and let the coals cook the meat, and it makes it really smoky and really, really good. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Okay, so everyone's going to get nice and friendly now. So we're all sleeping in the same little area here. Everyone's blowing up their mattresses. Yeah, nice and cozy. Camp 1. It should be called Cozy Camp. This is me here. Good morning. As you can see, we're packing up, getting ready to move on. Last night, pretty decent sleep, I would say. I think everyone was pretty happy, so we all slept, as you saw, in that dome tent there, and went pretty well. I don't think we really have any snorers or anything. Yeah, we're going to be heading in this direction, up the valley for about another 7 hours. As you can see, the weather is beautiful. My legs are feeling pretty good. We're at 2,900 meters elevation right now, and feeling fine. So I think we finished today at 3,200 meters, so just slowly creeping our way up. Some people in the group feeling the altitude a little bit, but I think overall everyone's pretty good. Okay, we've just taken a short break. We've had a little bit of uphill. See the river down there, we've sort of gone over the bridge, climbing up here. You can see the camp, Pamplona, back there. So we made a bit of ground. It's getting very hot, there's no wind today. Yesterday was very windy, so obviously it cooled you down. Today, no wind, so it's just stifling heat. And it's only 10:30, so it's going to get hotter. But you can see these mountains all around us. Amazing stuff. Right, we've just come over a rise. You see in the distance there, the camp. Second camp. Not quite sure what its name is, we'll find out soon enough. I actually thought it was a bit further on, but you can see the valley here goes down and it sweeps around that corner. So when we go around there tomorrow, I think, or maybe tonight, we'll be able to actually see Aconcagua because it's around that corner. So pretty excited for that. Look how beautiful this valley is. And if we look back this way where we've come from, quite green. Down here, See the river flowing through, and it's just really lush and green. Feels like you're in an oasis in the middle of the desert. But yeah, that little camp down there that looks like something on planet Mars, that's home for tonight. So we just came around the corner, and the head guide Javier, he was like, okay, look over here, and you can see in that gap there, the mountain on the right. We couldn't see that a few moments ago, and he's like, people thought that was Aconcagua, and then we walked a bit further along, and we saw that behind. See how much bigger it is? That's a real mountain up there.
Hello, New Zealand.
Paparazzi.
Paparazzi.
We don't talk about tomorrow, we talk about after tomorrow. After tomorrow is our rest day at base camp.
Great.
Vamos.
One day of holiday. One day rest, yes, one day of holiday. The first.
Before, you must arrive to the base camp. And now we talk about tomorrow.
Please.
We go slowly, guys.
We go.
I told you yesterday, normally 7 hours. Because
Yeah.
you need some extra time
So we
to
did
arrive here
Yes,
and
we
rest.
did 5:30.
Huh?
Yes.
But I don't run.
Okay.
If you spend some extra time doing another thing, this is sorry. But
Oh, we're
I
moving
need just
slowly.
more stops.
yeah.
Just
But you
we're
go to
moving
the
in-
toilet when we are moving. And then in
Better.
case, guys, when we stop in any place, try to use this time to go for the toilet because we stop for drink, eat something, if you need to go to the toilet. But if you say, okay, when are starting, I need to go to the toilet, we need to
Yeah.
wait, or probably he waits this person, then need to catch the group, probably it's so complicated. Huh?
Yeah. I think that those things we have these days maybe to prepare, it could be the war, as work as a team for the altitude camps. Here maybe it's not a problem, you know, if we have to wait for somebody,
Yes.
or if somebody has to catch the group in the other hand, you know. But up there, when we are, I don't know, higher than 5,000 meters or in summit day, if everybody's ready and it's very, very cold and we have to wait for somebody, that's not going to be possible, you know. So we must to learn to work as a team
Yes.
on those situations because it's going to be very helpful for everybody.
Yes.
And even once we are up there, it's very difficult if we stop and then we have to try to catch the group, you know. So we have to manage, as Ever said, those times on the right way. Is the same for everybody because it's gonna work much better for the team. We must to have the idea that we are a team working together, you know, and those things helps really a lot.
Okay, this is at Camp 2. We've just finished dinner. We're just setting up our beds for the night. It's a beautiful spot here, as you can see. So first thing in the morning at 5 a.m, we have to cross this river over here. So we have to put sandals on and cross the river, and it's going to sort of be up to our knees. And then we get to the other side of that, then packs on, and then we head up that valley, and we're going to base camp. So we're going up about 1,000 meters elevation tomorrow. It's going to be a big day, 7 to 8 hours. So we need a good night's sleep. Tomorrow's the first real hard day of this thing, 3 days in, but you know, look at the view. It's really fantastic. Feeling really good, acclimatizing well, acclimating well. But yeah, time to get to bed. It's getting a little bit chilly, but I'm a Kiwi, I've still got bare feet. Yeah, good night from Camp 2. See you tomorrow. I don't know how well you can see me. Probably can't, but bright and early. 5 o'clock. Everyone's getting ready. It looks like it's a beautiful day out there. The muleteers are getting all sorted. I don't know if you can see over there. You can't because of my headlamp, but off in the valley and up we go. But the first thing we have to do this morning is cross that river, and it is going to be fucking cold. But yeah, it feels like getting up this early. This is what we need to get used to, because this is what it's like up here. But no, great day. Let's do it. Everyone's getting prepped up for the river crossing.
Let's go.
Ale, ale.
Allez.
Allez le bleu.
Bueno.
Oh.
Concha del bastón. Go.
Oh, that wasn't so bad. Wakes you up in the morning. Right, next step. Up there. Not so bad, eh, Nico?
Not so bad.
You can see we've just come around the corner. We've been working our way up this valley. Just beautiful sight, and we've just come around the corner. There's Aconcagua up there. What a beautiful, beautiful day it is. There's other mountains running along here. Whew, stunning. Yeah, this is kind of good. We're just sort of winding our way up. It's good, I love it, love it. Time to stretch the legs a little bit. My camera battery ran out a while back, so I'm recording this on my phone, but we've come this way up the valley here, and we've come up about 600 meters elevation so far today, which is, you know, good steady progress. And you can see in the distance there Aconcagua. Beautiful. So base camps around the corner up that way. But yeah, what a spot. What a spot. Right, we've just come around the corner at the top, Plaza de Argentina. And there's base camp. Look at this spread. We've just got here and all of this is waiting for us. Pizza, watermelon. Good morning from day what day is it today? Day 1, 2, 3, day 4. From Plaza de Argentina. Now this is our base camp. And unfortunately my camera, this big camera, ran out of battery yesterday, so I wasn't able to film it as we got here. But this is the arrival point, and you can actually see the muleteers coming in with a fresh load of supplies. That down there is actually a really cool little calf set up by INKA, which is amazing. And right through here too, they've got internet, I assume Starlink internet. So this is all run by INKA, which is the company that I've used for this expedition, and frankly my understanding that they're the biggest, most well-equipped company. And coming here, it's hard to see why you would choose anyone other than INKA. They even have solar-powered showers here. We even slept in a bunk last night, which I will show you. But yeah, so this is basically the base camp. And if you can see up behind me here, up around that ridge, this is the direction we go to the high altitude camps. So camp 1, 2, and then eventually 3. So tomorrow we're going to actually have to carry a load of gear up there, food and so on, up to camp 1, then we'll come back down, then the next day we'll go back up, and then we move stuff to camp 2 and so on. Because obviously no mules or anything, we have to carry all of our own food and equipment up there. You can see a helicopter's just landed up here, but it's an absolutely stunning spot, as you can see. So Aconcagua, you can actually see the summit is right up there. So to get there, we go up this way and then around that way, and then finally up to the summit. The weather's fantastic. It will be a lot windier up here than what it looks, but yeah, I'll give you a bit of a tour around. So you can see this spot here was they were going to cook some famous Argentinian barbecue, I assume at some point. We'll probably get that tonight. And here is the kitchen where they put out some amazing food. Last night we had an amazing dinner and fantastic dessert as well, I'll add. In here is our dining tent, which I'll give you a quick peek. So I mean, it's pretty awesome stuff. And you can see there's a little sign over there welcoming our group in yesterday. And heading along here, we've got some more of the crew here relaxing, playing some foosball maybe, no? Everyone's just relaxing. So today's actually a rest day for us today, because we've had a few sort of tough days and you need to acclimatise. Toilets, they even have hot showers here run by this solar system. And if we come in here, these are our bunk beds. Someone's asleep right now, but yeah, pretty awesome stuff. So that's Plaza Argentina, our base camp. But soon we're going to be getting the crampons out and our boots out, and we're going to be doing some training for the high altitude stuff to come. So I'll show you some of that.
L'exercice de la jambe.
So the base camp's made up actually of a couple areas. So this is our area for INKA down here. But I've just walked up this ridge, and then down here is the rest of the camp, and this is the other operators that run all through here. It's Grijales, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but all the way down there, so it's like a little town. But this isn't the main base camp. The main base camp, because we've taken an alternative route, this is a different way to climb Aconcagua. The other one is actually over the other side, Plaza de Mulas, and that it's about 10 times bigger than this apparently.
Hoy van a tirar lo que tenemos que hacer.
Mont Blanc du Tacu and Mont Blanc. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I know this one.
Other boot.
Yes.
The clip always outside.
All right, so we're doing a gear check at the moment, and everyone's been instructed to bring their boots out and their crampons, and the team, Javier and Nico and Paco, are going to look over all of our boots and crampons to make sure they all fit, because oftentimes what happens is people buy boots, crampons, and they don't actually check to see if they fit, and some crampons simply just don't fit some boots. And we've got some boots on there, and these are dancing shoes. Oh, the moonwalk, La Sportiva moonwalk. Yeah, so I've got these boots here, my Scarpa Phantom 6000. And then I've got these black diamond saber-tooth crampons, and they look like they fit really well. They're semi-automatic. Oh, here we go.
For the example?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys, it's at 12. Right now, just only we check is the correct size of the crampons with the plastic boot or the double boot. Okay. If we talk about the crampons, you see sometimes depend of the brand, it's possible to see the left and the right position with the boots. In this case, this is a black diamond. You can see it here, the correct position of the crampon. And then you check it, because it's not has any space. Don't do that. And guys, this is the correct to fix here. The two rings. This strap inside the two rings here. And then here.
Yes.
Walk at 10 hours.
Because we'll be more comfortable for your feet and for
Yeah, we see the back position.
It's okay.
Nico says it's good.
It's all right, sir.
you have some socks more tiny, more more light. Like a cheese. Yes. Sí. That's okay.
Soupe à la bouffe.
Probably it's normal. The last group before, one youngest man, we take a evacuation from here, because every time he feels so strong and see, I can get at this rock and take off all and walk so fast. This is not the idea, guys. We need to move very slowly every day by day, guys. Because think about the acclimatization. Because we suppose if you stay here, you are in good shape. In this case, take your time. When you go to the toilet, to the restroom, to the dining room, please take your time for all. I told you yesterday, if you need extra time, okay, tomorrow you wake up early, because tomorrow probably our breakfast, I confirm you, probably is around 8:30, but 8:30 with everything ready.
So we're just about to do a gear pack sort of check for tomorrow. So tomorrow we climb up to Camp 1 and we take food, which we'll be using for the following week, and then we come back down. And you know, it was a beautiful blue sky earlier, and now just the click of the fingers, clouds have rolled in. It's windy, it's cold, And it just shows you that mountains are always changing and you always have to be so careful. And yeah, you can see the summit. Well, you pretty much can't see the summit anymore, and before you could. Yes, there will be many chapters to this story, I believe.
First, we're gonna prepare our snacks for the moments during we are walking, you know? And we are gonna prepare for C1, the day we carry to C2, the day that we move to C2, the day that we move to C3, the summit day, which should be a bit bigger, in my view, and another one for the day that we are going to return from C3 to base camp by the other side, Plaza de Mulas. So, 5 bags with snacks for when we are walking. So I'm thinking about what do you like it, what would you prefer? Resulta que te pongo uno de estos por encima y vos no comes alfajores. Okay. Por eso lo hacemos así. Antes estaba como ¿Puedo contestar en inglés? Sí, claro, sí, sí.
And you got everything you need?
I hope, because after that it's too late.
Yeah. Okay, so we've just gone through and divvied up our food into little bags, and now we're getting bags of the general food. So Nico's gonna give me mine. So each one has 6 kilos. Everyone carries that up. Nick, oh. Yeah. So there, that's 6 kilos. We take that up. That seems like a heavy 6 kilos. I feel like that feels like 10. So we can take this up to Camp 1 tomorrow. At a nice bit of extra weight.
Out, oh, you're missing some stuff and you didn't carry it. You're hungry, but on the other hand, on day 7, when you've been struggling all day and then you realize you only ate half of what you took, you feel like a proper idiot. So
it is hard. You're sort of put on the spot, like, okay, choose everything for a week right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, and well,
I know
it could be worse, but
it's better to have more, but then you have to carry it, and then yeah, exactly. I just don't want to be that person who's sitting there with nothing and everyone else is like eating their food.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or asking for water to someone.
Yeah, exactly. Can I have some mate? Did you get the mate?
Huh?
The mate?
Mate cocido?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay, we're officially loaded up and on our way to Camp 1. Which should be a challenging day today, I think. 800 meters elevation gain at altitude. Yeah, everyone's got a bit of weight in their packs because we're carrying food and supplies up to leave at Camp 1 so we can rotate back to base camp. But it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day to be in the mountains. Whoa. Massive boulder just went. It's a glacier beside us and a massive rock just rolled off the top. You don't want to get hit by one of those. So we've been going for 45 minutes. You can see the base camp down there. And there's a glacier just here that I think we're going to sort of pop over onto the top of. It's been just good steady pace, nothing too strenuous.
hablando de una cosa. Vos venís hablando, yo estoy hablando de otra cosa. Él me preguntó cuánto está ahí. Dije 2 horas. Después vos dijiste del campamento.
Not too easy. Respect the mountain.
Respect the mountain, eh?
Yes. But it's good.
It's good.
And you? For you?
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Okay, so we're at 4,556, hour 45 into this hike up to C1. Look at that view. That is fucking beautiful. Obviously that's the summit up there of Aconcagua. That is just amazing. Getting a little bit colder up here, might put a jacket on actually. So I think we're gonna cross over here, around, then we're gonna go around there and we're gonna go up there to Camp 1. Alright, we're just taking a short break at 4,678 meters. You can see the beautiful face up here. There was just a bit of an ice avalanche that came down. But this is going to be the rest of our hike up here, which is sort of zigzag up this scree slope. And you can see these icicles, they're penitentes, which are like stalagmites. We're going to go through more of them and then we'll go through more of them tomorrow as well. But yeah, just beautiful. Feeling good. Yeah, great day. We're taking a break here because now we've got this very steep bit of scree. But first we have to pass through these. These are called penitente. And as you can see, there's this large pieces of ice. I'm going to pass through there and then up to Camp 1. Allez les bleus!
Allez les bleus!
She's pretty steep going up this scree slope. You can see how steep that is. Poorly. You know, before I started this expedition, I'd never used trekking poles before. Now I understand how valuable they can be when you're going uphill like this. Manu in our group told me that you can save up to 30% energy by using poles correctly. And I tend to believe him. Not a bad view.
INKA camp. Don't stop now, because if not you're gonna get cold, yeah? Bit more.
There we go, Camp 1. INKA camp, I think, somewhere up here.
We're done. Come on up
Woo.
to the camp. Okay.
Destrozator. Vamos, Mauro. Hay que armar la carpa.
Hey, I found it super hard. Well, next time, especially the last 200 meters up. No, I made so many mistakes, and I don't know if you heard. I was telling the other guys. I lost sight of you. I stopped for a pee.
Cuando aclimataba le tenía que meter un tiro en el pecho para frenar. Le costaba aclimatar, dicen, ¿viste? Pero
Mirá después cómo bajó el ritmo.
Well done, so close.
sí, puede haber manejo ahí. Sí.
digo, se nos fue el Paco, voy a ir como que...
Woo!
Yeah,
Buena.
Well done.
Welcome to sea
You
one.
know
Boom.
How
How you feeling here?
Good, welcome.
Go
Come
inside
on.
the dorm. Go inside.
Backpack outside.
Well, that's the wrap for this day. Man, you can see what a difference, what a change the weather can make. We were just coming around before and it was fine. The next thing, there was flakes of snow. We get to base camp and it's blowing a gale and it's freezing cold. But it's been a good day. I think a few people have realised how tough this thing's going to be. But yeah, so we have a rest day tomorrow, which is good.
You have any allergy? It's a little bit high, you know, like 170 over 90.
Yeah.
Try to don't eat so many things with salt, you know, like jam or put salt in bacon. So more healthy. Drink a lot of water.
Yeah, I haven't been drinking enough water, that's definitely.
Are you drinking? Not so much.
Okay, sorry to ruin the flow, but we're going to jump out of the main documentary for a second while I'm sitting in my office. This is a couple months after my expedition as I'm editing together this video. So it was at this moment that something quite scary happened. So when I got my blood pressure test done there, they checked my blood oxygen level and that was fine. But my blood pressure was elevated and she said that, you know, it was up a bit, 170 over 85 or 90, which in a normal setting, you know, if you were at home, would be incredibly high. In the mountains, it's high, but it's not incredibly high because everyone's blood pressure does go up when you're in the mountains. That's just sort of how your body reacts. But mine was still higher than it should be. 170, that's not good. And so basically I was told that the next day I would have to be tested again and before we would continue on to the higher altitude camps again. And, you know, it's sort of at the point where if I can't get a test that's in the right range, well then effectively my expedition is over because it could be too dangerous for me to continue. I felt fine, as the way it is with blood pressure, and on this day I'd just gone all the way to high altitude camp 1, no problem whatsoever. I felt very strong, but just my blood pressure was high. So what they did though is she gave me a pill, some medication basically to take overnight that would try and help bring it down. But, you know, this caused me a lot of anxiety and stress over this day, you know, thinking, shit, am I safe? You know, is something going to happen to me? And then secondly, of course, I don't want to go home. You know, I want to climb this mountain. That's why I'm here. So, you know, yeah, anxiety was sort of high. And then the next day, waiting for this second test, and, you know, I tried to breathe and just be as relaxed as possible, because, you know, obviously anxiety can raise your blood pressure. And anyway, when I did have this second test before we continued on, it had come down significantly into sort of what, you know, normal-ish range for that height, to where the doctor was comfortable. She gave me the tablets and said, you continue taking these and you'll be fine, but just take these as a precaution. And so I did. So from then on, I took these pills, I think one in the morning, perhaps one in the evening, I can't remember. But this was just a stressful part of this expedition, and it just goes to show that it's just, there's no guarantees, and sometimes even if you feel fine, there can be things happening in your body that you just don't realize. Another person on the expedition, his blood oxygen level was very low, and he managed to just scrape into the right level the next day, and so we all continued. But I just wanted to cut away and talk about this, and the fact also that naturally for the rest of the entire expedition, it was in the back of my mind thinking, shit, am I okay? Is my health okay? You know, am I going to drop dead or have a heart attack or something here? But, you know, like once you get going every day, you put that out of your mind, and I felt okay. But yeah, these are all very real issues that you can have. And, you know, it was actually in an expedition that we passed on our way back down. Someone died the day after us of a heart attack further up on summit day. So, you know, it's no joke. Anything's possible, and you have to be very, very careful and understand your body. Yeah, back to the video.
Je suis bloquée.
Concentrating.
Là, je peux le manger. Ouais, mais toi, tu vas manger.
Si je prends pas de fais ça, tu mets 10 premières minutes de pas hyper à l'aise
Le truc, c'est que I think today is a moment to organize everything about tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because probably 99%, he said 99%, tomorrow we move to Camp 1. If tomorrow we are moving to Camp 1, we need to organize about is the porter set up the tent, how many kilos the porter carry from here to Camp 1. Because then we know we carry from Camp 1 to Camp 2 and back. Day by day.
Yep.
If we stay in the altitude, we need to know the same one day before, because we need to call them by radio.
No. The next day we move to sleep to C3. Next day we try the summit and come back to sleep to C3. And the next day we descend by the other base camp, Plaza de Mulas. If we follow that schedule, we are going to try in our first summit day on 29. Following that.
Yeah. We decide if we move the next day to Camp 3 or if we wait, because we have 3 attempts. But at the moment, we know about the window, we try the first attempt. But probably when we arrive to Camp 2, change the weather, okay, we take another extra day in Camp 2, but we don't move to Camp 3 and wait there. When we know about the best window or the summit day, just we know we move to Camp 3 and we spend 2 nights there. When we move to Camp 3 and then we will return from the summit, like Nico said. Okay?
Okay, so we've been instructed to sort our packs out for tomorrow and the coming days. So really what we need to do is organize everything into the pack that we're going to be taking up, everything we're going to need, your crampons, your ice axe, your big jacket, your pants, everything you're going to need at altitude, because there's no coming back from this. yeah, so you can see going through everything here now, because anything that you don't take with you gets put in a duffel bag and gets taken by the mules further down to where we'll find that after we hopefully summit in a week. But yeah, the stuff's going to add up to a bit of weight, I think.
It was song of Pink Floyd. Everybody.
What was that word you told me earlier? D-Day?
Today is a D-Day?
Today is D-Day.
Yes.
It's been an interesting last 24 hours. I thought I might not be coming, but I'm coming.
Good news.
Yeah.
Good news.
In the words of Manu, it's Joji. D-Day.
Aujourd'hui, c'est le jour J. Today is a D-Day.
So far up until this point, it's basically just been getting to base camp, getting acclimatized, getting organized. Today's sort of the first day that the expedition really starts. So the next week we spend at high altitude camp. And that starts today. There's been a lot of organizing for people that have had porters and people that aren't. There's a lot of things that have to be weighed and so on. But today we've got about a 5-hour hike up to Camp 1, again, the same one we did the other day. But this time we're not coming back down. And then tomorrow up to Camp 2 and then so on all the way up to the summit in about a week. Actually in about 5 days, hopefully.
Yes, maybe 29.
Yeah, 29, hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
And the porters here are arranging equipment. You know, for people thinking, oh, I wouldn't take a porter, it is no joke up here. At this altitude, it is very difficult to carry weight. So, you know, for people, you have to do what you have to do. And the porters here are paid very well, very well. So, don't feel bad for them. They love it. Yeah, so we're going to kick off, get this show on the road in 45 minutes.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Cheers, mate. Thank
Buenas
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too.
Thanks for the cappuccino again.
And we're off. Gracias.
Bye.
You know, it feels weird leaving base camp. It's kind of like our home now. Yeah. But it begins. The first steps. We're 3 hours 30 into the climb up to Camp 1. We're on to the last bit, the scree bit. I think we're all definitely noticing that extra bit of weight. Well, those of us that are carrying all our gear, noticing the extra bit of weight. But surprising, you know, like you just take those little steps, and you do chew up the distance. Okay, just before we arrived at Camp 1, and I'm in my tent. As you can see, yeah, pretty grueling day, this one, because we had the full packs, obviously, as you saw, and the last probably, it's all uphill all day, but the last probably kilometre of it is just like this really loose scree rock, and it's just really, really steep, and you're sort of at foot up and sliding back. Brutal stuff, but we're here, and yeah, I'm just setting up my tent. So I've got a tent to myself, which right now I'm feeling quite happy about because they're not very large tents, just a small 2-man tent. And I'm going to throw my sleeping bag. Now I'm actually hoping it's going to be cold tonight because my sleeping bag is rated to such a low temperature that where we've been staying at base camp, it's been around about 0 degrees. It's just been far too hot in my sleeping bag and I've been sweating all night, you know, waking up sweating, and I'm hoping it might get down -5 or something tonight, and then that way, hopefully, I don't end up sweating all night. Yeah, I'm going to finish setting up here and then I'll show you around Camp 1. Okay, here's Camp 1. You can see it's quite spread out. There's some other tents further up there. Ours is in this area, so our camp for INKA has one sort of kitchen tent, which I'm going to show you right now. These are our tents to sleep. Mine's over there. Let's go have a look. This is the camp boss.
How are you?
And this is dinner.
Dinner time!
Yeah. You must be hungry, Paco.
Yes!
Everyone's happily eating.
All on the bag. I wrote it down on the bag.
Penitència.
Penitència, the yellow and the
It's a nice meal.
The orange, the people
Ravioles. Ravioles con salsa y queso rallado.
Good. Very good.
Very good.
Oh, we've got some beautiful music in the background.
they found in the room. No, in.
And if we look out the window over here, look at this. This is the kitchen, and then out there. What a view. What a view. Hey? Cooking pot, everything. I tell you, if you're coming to Aconcagua, come with INKA. Yeah. Look at the view out here. So we're at 5,000 meters elevation. Tomorrow we head up that way to Camp 2. We're going to go up there and take some stuff up. I don't know if it comes across in the camera. That is very fucking steep. So Camp 2 is up over the top of that ridge, and then eventually Camp 3 is around that way, and the summit's way up over there somewhere. Yeah. Okay, back inside. Alright, good morning from Camp 1. Not a bad sleep last night, I guess, all things considered. Not great, but not bad. I'm actually feeling really, really good. No headaches or anything. And we're at 5,000 meters. This is our camp down here, you can see. And there's our head guide there, Ever, who's just heading into the kitchen tent. Now we're going to take off from here at, I think, about 9 o'clock this morning, 9:30, and we're heading straight up that hill because we're going to take supplies up to Camp 2, and then we're going to come back down and sleep, and then we take the rest of our stuff up and we move to Camp 2 tomorrow. But yeah, we're very lucky, beautiful weather.
Haciendo mala división.
¿Querés meterte en la carpa mía? Y está ahí la Victorinox apenas entrando. Directly to Camp 3, Guanacos.
Just taking a short break. You can see Camp 1 down there. Been going for just under an hour. We've gone up almost 200 meters, so pretty good going, I'd say. Tough going though. Just feels like yesterday just continues on. Just come up the top of this I don't know, steep slope. It's a real grind getting up there. Most people are carrying packs, transporting stuff to Camp 2, so a bit of weight on their back. You know, we're at elevation 5,400 meters now, so we're actually higher than Everest Base Camp at this point.
Now we are so lucky because it's a perfect weather. And for me, the most beautiful is starting now. Of this mountain is starting now. You'll see different mountain in the north of Aconcagua, the other province. We are in Mendoza province, you know. It's possible to see the San Juan province. Okay? Enjoy the play, take your time for take a picture because today is a perfect day, huh?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So you can see we've just come over this col here. And we're presented with this amazing view. That mountain in the distance that's really vertical, it's called the Hand. And then there's one that's far in the distance, in the clouds. That's the highest mountain in the San Juan province, 6,700 meters. So it's only a couple hundred shorter than, or a few hundred shorter than Aconcagua. You can see the amazing glaciers. The cold wind whipping across. So we're going to traverse across here, up and around. If we turn this way, here's Aconcagua, up that way. And this is the Polish glacier. All right, this is Camp 2. We head to the INKA tent, have some lunch, and now we have to go all the way back down. Obviously, there's Aconcagua, and Camp 3, where we'll be going in a couple of days, is up around that way. What a view. What a view.
Oh, I think you sleep.
All right, that's Camp 2 done. Lunch, we dropped off the supplies, all our general food, which we're going to eat in the next few days. Now we're going to go back down a lot faster than we came up, have dinner, and then we're going to come back up here again tomorrow.
Marc,
On est majoritaire là sur la GoPro. S'il faut les faire sauter les jeunes là.
Okay, before we get started on this brutal climb, I thought I'd quickly show you my pack. I think it weighs out at about 20 kilos. So obviously sleeping bag and jackets and everything you need are in the sleeping bag. Got a couple carabiners there with a sling inside if we need that later on. Sleeping mat. Over on that side I've got my shoes for around camp, my helmet, and of course water bottles. I'm just taking 2 litres up here. It's about a 4-hour hike up here, so yeah, that's the pack. Out of our group of 10, I think in the end 7 of the people have used porters now, so porters carry their gear up. There's 3 of us that are still carrying our own gear. I always try to if I can, and I know I'm capable of it, even though it is going to be tough, and porters are very expensive as well. But yeah, anyway, kitted up, ready to go. Everyone's packing down camp. Let's get into it. Move to camp 2. Just to give you an idea, this is sort of how fast the pace we go. Just small steps. Because if you go just a little bit too fast, you go into oxygen deficit and you feel like you're going to pass out. But we've almost climbed this section for the last time. Okay, back at camp 2, the second day. We won't be going back this time. There's a lot more people here today because the weather is closing in and it looks like there's only really going to be one good summit window in the next week, which is on the 29th in a couple of days. So some of the other expeditions, I think they've sped up their trip and come straight up here now. But yeah, everyone seems pretty happy. The weather is fucking awesome. Yeah, beauty. It actually felt like it was a lot easier today than yesterday, and I had twice as much weight on my back. Good stuff. Okay, we're going to bed, first night at Camp 2, and it's the first night that it's actually cold. We were just standing out on the ridge over the edge there, looking out, just absolutely stunning view of the mountains. But that wind chill was coming through, and we've got the big jackets out, as you can see. It's going to be a relatively cold night. Not too cold, maybe -6, but with wind chill you're probably talking -10. I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to say it really feels like at this point, when we're having dinner, and Mauro, one of the guys in our group, just sort of said, you know, there's a real feeling of team bonding at this point, that, you know, if someone needs something, there's always someone there to help. And you know, it takes a long time to get this far. And now, finally, we're at the point where we're saying, tomorrow's the rest day. The next day after that, we're moving to Camp 3. And that means we're moving to Summit. And yeah, it's just really cool to see how everyone's developed as a group, and it's such a great group. Everyone gets along so well. Everyone in the group is awesome. And I imagine there's going to be some emotional scenes on that Summit day because it's going to be incredibly difficult. But I believe everyone can get there if we do work together. Yeah, but I'm sure there'll be some trials and tribulations along the way. But looking forward to it. Right.
Extraordinaire, monsieur. Alors, tous les dermatos étaient pas d'accord, on était pas sur la salle. Et les infirmières.
Where's the pizza? We spent a lot of time to prepare this.
Wow. Okay.
This is the Last Supper. Well, not quite. Feels like the Last Supper because tonight, for the first time, we've been told we're practicing dehydrated meals for tomorrow night. Because tomorrow night it'll be an early dinner and then bed and then up to go Summit.
I don't play with my arms.
I actually, to be honest, I actually love this stuff.
I do. One day we give you that and you're gonna come on. We're always cooking.
I know, I love it. I actually love it. I love this stuff.
Okay.
I would have preferred this the whole time.
We can take general food before breakfast or after?
No, after because we need to organize everything. Or 1 cup. Okay?
If we have that with a wind cutter, is enough.
And now I'm doing
With that and the Gore-Tex?
This
Yeah.
and a wind cutter.
Yeah, yeah.
Gore-Tex.
Non.
I don't know.
Pas tous les jours.
Non, c'est que pâte aux légumes. Ça, c'est pour moi, ça.
We were like flying away with like really scary. And at 4 or 5 in the morning, Eva came over and said, guys, we have to come down.
Adrián, que no se te escapa el pedo porque la mandada directamente.
Relax, breathe.
Good tea. Good morning from my cramped little tent. As you can see, this is the state that we live in. I'm very lucky. I have a tent to myself, actually. It just sort of worked out that way because I'm the only English speaker on this expedition, and so everyone else is sort of paired up by language. Yeah, I'm going to have to give everything a bit of a clean up because in an hour and a half we start the journey up to Camp 3, and that's 6,000 meters elevation, which is the height of Mount Kilimanjaro, just to give a bit of reference. So that's pretty crazy, and we'll be sleeping there and waking up, I think, at 4 o'clock in the morning to start our summit push at 5 a.m. Yeah, so this is kind of going to be one long day. I feel like it's just going to roll in. Even though summit day is technically tomorrow morning, it feels like it's kind of like today. But yeah, let's get ourselves packed up. I've got a little bit of time. Feeling good, no problems. Yeah, I've got to carry about a 21 kilo pack up to this next camp, which should be interesting. But yeah, it's all part of the fun. Okay, we're just about to take off in 10 minutes. Everyone's just getting their last things organised. You can see up here, the summit of Aconcagua is up over that ridge, but we're not going there today. Right now we're going the direction those guys are moving, straight up that rock face there. It's very steep. The guy in the orange started 10 minutes ago and it's just He takes 3 steps and stops. You have to remember there's less than 50% oxygen at this level, and it's only going to get lighter. Yeah, Camp 3 is up over that way. She's going to be very slow. Here's my pack. I think loaded up to about 21 kilos with my camera. Yeah, I probably won't be able to take many videos, but yeah, here we go. Right, we've just stopped for a short break. We've actually come up quite far, 330 meters. Camp 3's up that way somewhere, by the white rocks. Gloves are out for the first time. It's getting a bit chilly, but look at the view. Okay, just arrived at Camp 3. Perched right here on the top of this ridge. Just this little sort of bowl. These are really cool kind of white rocks right here. These are our kitchen tents. See all the other expeditions that are here as well. And it's that direction to the summit tomorrow. Somewhere up that way. But yeah, tough day, but not a long day today, only a few hours, so yeah, it's already getting pretty cold. Something to eat and then find tents and get our lives organised. But feeling really good about summit tonight. I think we're gonna do well.
In the night, it's not so easy to organize everything, but we suppose you are ready now. For tomorrow, we need to carry ice axe just in case, but normally we start from here with the 2 poles, crampons, and helmet. And then of course, all your best equipment. Minimum 3 liters if you can. We provide you by the kitchen. But tomorrow please stay here at 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ready?
3:30.
3:30.
Ready.
Ready to breakfast.
To breakfast. Okay.
Ready to breakfast.
Okay.
And then
with the rest to
all
ready.
All ready for the breakfast. And then when you finish with the breakfast, we provide you the water, and then you can put the crampons because we will stay from here with the crampons.
Okay.
Okay. How are you feeling?
Good.
How are you feeling for tomorrow?
Good.
Okay.
Great. Paying attention on the time. We're not wake up you, so paying attention on the time to be ready 3:30 here, huh?
As ever said, all days. Somebody needs more time. Tomorrow's an important day to be ready, be dirty. Well, something that we are going to talk as a group is to tell to everybody. Maybe you have been talking between you or not. We are not sure. It's the situation about healing. That healing is going to stay here in the camp tomorrow.
The country is grateful for me and for the team and could finish the expedition. All members of the group together is a very good moment. And about tomorrow, many of you are anxious for the summit day. Take relax tonight. If is some effort to sleep, don't worry, it's normal. We are 6,000 meters over the sea level.
And I want to add that tomorrow morning, maybe you are gonna hear everybody, be nervous, be anxious. That is normal, Again, be patient with yourself. It's very important. Tomorrow morning, during the night, when we woke up, it's normal to feel, be nervous, be anxious, be patient with you. Things change a lot once the sun comes, It's a big change. So maybe when we start, and you hear everybody breathing like, try to be calm and try to be patient with yourself. Yes, focus try to go slowly on the first hours. When sun comes, it's gonna be different.
Into the other side, and the team continued together to the gate of the park. But if you stay here means some part of the group has the opportunity to go to the summit. The opportunity. Some people, sometimes you can arrive to here. Please, tomorrow, when I start, you should show me. I go slowly, but I not stop. Probably this is the real difference when some of you separate the group. Because I can stop to every 20 minutes, especially the summit day. It's cold, but I know the place for a stop, for drink, probably take off the headlamp and use the goggles. Okay, but I remember you. Tomorrow I go very slowly, guys. Like today, probably a little more faster because we don't carry a lot of things. But always the main idea is non-stop every 45 minutes or an hour, or a place I know is better to stop for drink. This is very important tomorrow, especially when we starting from here is the hardest part because it's so cold, okay? But he explained you yesterday everything about that, but this is very important, guys. Thank you, Andre, to be honest today with us.
Okay. Yes, thank you.
I like your own decision. The same for you, Hint. This is for us is the most important. Your own decision. Not up there when we say and take the last decision. Say, okay, guys, you must to going down. Sometimes when we do something like this, probably we are discussing there. Because some person is don't be honest and they think can arrive to the top, but we know, guys, about the way, about the time, about everything. And remember, when we take a last decision, it's because we are thinking about your security, huh? Not because we think just only it's much better with less person. No, for us, it's the most important is all the team arrive to the top, but sometimes the top is not the last option.
That some of you have the chance to arrive to the top and come back here feeling well, we're gonna push you as the limit. That's our job, that's what we like. To arrive with all the team, all the people that start work here are right there. So don't worry about that. In the other hand, when we see there is some risk for somebody, we are gonna tell you and we're gonna be completely honest.
And I will,
you know? We are gonna explain the situation,
Yes.
but finally that's gonna be our decision, even if you don't want it to come down. We can't arrive till the last point when you are almost destroyed to say, can you see? Because if that happened at 6,400 meters, then how to descend to the camp?
Yes.
We don't like to use or ropes or...
That's what I thought, because all
You
the
know?
moves that we've done.
Okay, we've just had our final dinner, the last supper, so to speak, and we've got the rundown, so we have to be ready in the kitchen tent at 3:30 in the morning, everything ready to go. So realistically need to be waking up at sort of 2:30. We have to leave on time. It's going to be extremely cold. It's already cold right now, as you can probably tell. There's sort of a sense of sort of nerves and a little bit of anxiety there, I guess, because you hear so much about this mountain and how brutal it is and how cold it is. It is going to be pushing minus 25 or thereabouts throughout parts of the morning before that sun comes up. That's the direction we're heading. And you can see some tired figures making their way down now after summiting today. Remember, they would have left around midnight or 2 a.m. today, so they've been going for a long, long time. So hopefully we don't have any drama tomorrow. We've had 2 members of the group decide that they're not going to continue, which, as the guides were saying, it's a very honest thing to do and a good thing to do, because it serves as protection for the whole group, because if people can't continue further up, it creates risk, because guides have to separate to take people back and it can jeopardize the whole expedition. So that's good that they did that. But yeah, it's not a bad view. I'm going to do those final things that you need to do before you sort of go to bed. Like take a pee, but this will be my view.
Tomorrow, Ryan will be the first New Zealand at the top of Aconcagua.
Yes, for
sure.
Yes, for the 29th of the 1st, 2025.
For sure.
Don't know if you can see me. There's this thing fogged up. Good morning. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I can hear everyone else rustling around getting up, and so am I, because it's time to get cracking. You can see ice all over the tent. Lucky I got most of my stuff organised last night. But yeah, we've got 3:30 is our call time, so yeah, not feeling too bad. Had a bit of a headache,
but that's gone away as I've got up, had something to drink, and got some decent oxygen into the system. Didn't really get any sleep, but I'll be fine. This is it, summit day. I don't hear any wind. Alright, we've been going for 2.5 hours. It's pretty brutal. My shoulders are killing me. I don't really know how to fix it, but it's so painful. But beautiful view. No wind. It's really honestly just one step in front of the other at this point. Just trying to keep my shoulders from just killing me. But it's a hell of a day. Long way to go yet. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. Tougher than I was expecting. Just don't quite have my legs today, but I guess we're almost halfway. But we've got a beautiful day. Absolutely perfect. Wow.
Okay guys, almost there. You saw the sad face behind of you? Okay. Congratulations guys. Peace. Well done. Slowly. Ryan. Well done. Andres. Come on, Andres. Then you can go there for the picture, but this is the highest point. Here. Congratulations, man. Well done. Well done. Hay una emoción que no sé cómo diría acá Sotelo. Muy bien, hermano. Nos sacamos. ¡Cumbre!
Just made the summit. It was definitely the hardest thing I've ever done. People are taking photos with the little flag there, the little marker, which I will do shortly. Oh, it was tough. It was tough. To be perfectly honest, at about 10:30 this morning, no, not even that, 6 o'clock this morning, I was already gassed. So I'm just stoked that I managed to get this far. Yeah, I should probably stand up now, and I just got here and collapsed.
It's a long day, you know?
Congratulations! Yeah, of course. But you are proud. Congratulations! Wouhou! Allez Thierry, allez, tu vas t'en souvenir de cette descente. Oh, c'est sûr. Bravo. Bravo Thierry, bravo.
All right, just got back to Camp 3. Just came down that hill, got a little bit of a welcoming party. Fuck, I tell you what, coming down was almost as hard as going up because we used all of our energy to get there, you know, and then all the adrenaline's gone. And then you have to come down, it's very steep with your legs just brutal. Yeah, I can see Andre, she's still like, he's like half stuck up the hill. But yeah, brutal, really brutal. But we did it, 5 of us. It hasn't really sunk in yet, but I'm sure it will soon enough. For now, I just want to lie down and just relax for a second. Oh, fuck. Just brutal, absolutely brutal. I tell you, this mountain is no joke. I've never pushed myself to the limits that I did today. Never. Proud of myself for doing that. Whew. Yeah. Right, put to sleep. Right, we're leaving Camp 3 after a big day yesterday. And this is the view. So we have to head down these steps down here. And then Camp 2 is down there, so we're going to go right down past Camp 2, move on to base camp. What a view. Just been cramponing our way down the steep part from Camp 3 to Camp 2. You can see Camp 2 down there. But just look at this view, it's just insane. Awesome. We're being overtaken.
¿Por qué no hay qué?
Hola Paula, era para avisar que estamos en las Conway, casi el grupo completo. Aquí la gente me pregunta para la recepción si va a haber pizza. Sí hay.
Ah,
Pizza.
gracias
Please,
Paola.
Please, muchas gracias.
Paola,
Muchas
please.
gracias.
Paola.
Pizza, 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 pizza. Bueno, ya viste que están desesperados por la pizza.
Okay, we're about 20 minutes away from completing the 360 around Aconcagua. And look at base camp here. Look at that. That is insane.
Bigger than Auckland.
Yeah, my French friend just said it's bigger than Auckland. It's not far off. All right, final steps into base camp. Completing the 360-degree trip around Aconcagua. The expedition's not quite over yet, but very close. Look at the view. Everyone else is in front of me here.
He's just enjoying.
Great.
Thank you. Just enjoying.
Well done. Well done, friends.
Sit down.
Good job, Andre.
Thank you.
Hey.
Gracias por todo.
Okay, guys, this is the most important, huh?
Sir.
We
Friend, buddy. Well done.
Thank
Good job.
you, thank you. Hello.
Hola. Welcome. Congratulations.
Pizza! 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 Pizza!
Plaza de Mulas. We have a love of pizza.
Shower
How do you
pizza.
feel? Hey, Nico.
Sucio, ¿qué te voy a decir?
No,
¿Y estas son?
IPA.
IPA. I'll have that one. Okay. Yeah. And your friend? Oh, it's cold. Bueno, empecemos acá, ponemos en el medio, vamos.
Mais un jour je boirai je pense du coup. Parce que ça a l'air d'être tellement un plaisir chez les
Mendoza.
personnes.
Ah! 4,7% d'alcool.
It's a good, well-earned beer. Not bad. Okay, it's 9 o'clock, as you can see. We've got a pretty good view here at base camp. We've just had dinner, fantastic dinner, and we've been told to come up to the cafe and to bring a glass. And I think this is going to be some type of a cheers ceremony. Lawrence and Mark, get your glasses ready for the cheers.
We got both glasses.
All right, let's see what's going to happen in here. Sounds very noisy. Ooh. Oh, there's a lot happening. All right.
Je pensais que c'était plutôt en rentrant.
Ouais, non, c'est. Qui me pourrait aller à la fin? Oh no. Cheers. Cheers. Some members of the crew. And then we've got some different expeditions over this way. Okay, guys. Welcome.
Okay, we just want to take a moment to celebrate this occasion and of course to celebrate the summit and all the effort you have made. I'm speaking on behalf of the whole INKA team, our manager, we are the hosts, the people from the kitchen and from all the amazing food we have here. So it's an honor to be here with you. So we want to thank you for being here with us. We know that you have traveled from so far away and you're away from family, friends and your beloved ones. So I hope that you can take a nice memory home to share with them. And of course we want to congratulate you for all the effort you have made, not only for that summit, that's just the highest point of the mountain, but this is the actual summit to have so many people from so different places in such a remote place like this. So thank you very much, it's a pleasure for us.
For us, you are the summit. Who wants to open this?
Here's what's going to happen. Hey! French! He's French. Like the French do. It's okay. La clave del éxito. Alright, morning from base camp. Just piling our gear down there because the mules are going to grab that and take that down, and then we've got our packs that we'll carry. Just light stuff today. We're going to be heading down that direction, down the valley, about 8 hours to get out of here. You can see the view up there, pretty beautiful. Would be an understatement. I'm not going to have time to show you the whole base camp, but basically it goes all the way back up here and around. It's like a small city. I don't know how many people sort of stay here, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. And the INKA setup, the company I went with,
Not sponsored. It looks to be the best one, I'd have to say. You can see all the INKA tents around here. Now, gonna shoot in and grab some brekkie. And it's a rolling buffet breakfast here, which is pretty spoiled, isn't it? Alright, leaving Plaza de Mulas on the way out, 8 hours. There's quite a few smiling faces today, which we haven't seen for a while. Oh, Manu's jumped offside track.
Manu's everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, we've been descending from Plaza de Mula for 4 hours now. As you can see, it's a stunning landscape. We sort of made our way through a rocky bit along a river, and it's just insane. And then up here, we've come around, and you can see Aconcagua up there, where we were standing a few days ago. Crazy. Now, we keep going this way for about another 4 hours, and we'll be at the gate to the park and the end of this 360 expedition of Aconcagua. Right, we've been going for 7 hours now, and we're getting near the end of the park. And there's actually something pretty cool that I was told about by Nico, one of the guides earlier. And that's that at the end of the trek, there's a bridge which was donated by the production crew of 7 Years in Tibet, which was a big film starring Brad Pitt. A great movie about a couple mountain climbers, but they filmed parts of that film, it's a great one that I love actually, right here in the Aconcagua region, and in return, partly, they built this bridge. And, oh, prayer.
Yes, took one. Leave us.
Right, so and we have to get a stone. To say thank you to the mountain for safe travels. Thank you.
Hi, kids.
There we go. There it is. Ooh, bit of wind. See ya. What a trip. We've just got the last little bit back to the to the parking lot now and we'll get picked up, but it's insane to think, looking back up at that, we've just gone 360 degrees around that mountain and climbed it. A couple days ago, I was standing right up on that summit, right up there. That is quite incredible. An incredible journey, incredible experience and adventure, but it's not one for the faint-hearted, I will tell you that. But the people, the scenery, the landscape, everything, I can't say more about it. Fantastic. Even if you don't make the summit, just coming here, being part of it, it is a summit, like they were saying last night. You know, maybe your goal isn't to make the summit, but just to do the trek around Aconcagua. Yeah. All right, for now, I'm going to sign off. I'll see you later.
Primero ahí a la cambio y esperamos ahí porque yo creo que esa.
Right, good job. It's a race to get you, Paco.
No. You have to move
alone.
your feet.
Alone.
Here nobody.
No, but alone.
Yes. Congratulations. Well done.
Well done. Amazing. Thank you.
¡Vamos!
Tía, me muero, vamos a buscarla, me muero.
C'est pas notre but, c'est un
Bravo.
Congratulations, guys. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Well done. Thank you. Well done.
Thank you.